Hi, welcome back for week 3, Happy Hour with Heather and Melissa. Today we're talking animal helpers. So, as Mr. Rogers used to say, you have to find the helpers in your community. We certainly have a lot of those around here, and we're going to talk more about those today. So, what are you reading this week, Melissa?
Well, my recommendation for this week is Dewey, the small town library cat. So I love cats, love libraries. Unfortunately, I've never been in a library or worked in a library where we were able to have a library cat. However, it is a dream of mine. So I have my library and my cats at home.
Nice. What a great animal helper example he is. So I also pulled some different mysteries this week. A lot of these are also cat related, and they have a very avid following. You know who you are. This is a bookmobile cat mystery, so we'll probably be featuring that later in the fall even. We have some more whole series of cat mysteries, and I myself am reading a Carl Hyacin book this week. I really love his books. I do have to be careful when I pick one up though, because I usually read it in 1 or 2 sittings. So read with caution. We have a lot of other great books up here, and we're going to do another book pull, and we'll feature those in between drinks. And the mocktail that we're doing this week is a passion fruit hurricane, because people who work with animals have a passion for animals. And because it's non-alcoholic, it's more of a breeze than hurricane. So no need to board up the windows with this one. But enjoy. We'll show you how to make it right now.
All right, so we're going to show you how to make our drink, our mocktail for today. And we are going to basically have an array of juices. Whatever juices you'd like. We're making one that looks specifically like a sunset. So we've chosen pomegranate juice, orange juice, and pineapple juice. But you could certainly add guava or mango or anything else that might strike your fancy. Tried layering it in from darkest to lightest using a spoon. That was fancy. Didn't exactly work. As you can see from the example here, we don't really have those layers. So if you're good with the spoon and layering, feel free to go ahead and do that. And if not, it's still going to taste the same, right? And it'll be pretty either way. So we're all good. All right, so I'm going to forego the spoon this time and see what happens. First, I'm going to start off with a layer of the pomegranate juice. Very tart, refreshing. Then we're going to do some orange juice. Let's see what happens. Yep, it's going to the bottom again, but that's okay. The swirls are pretty. So there's our orange juice. Do a little bit of fresh pineapple juice on top. And then it calls for a squeeze of lime. So we'll go ahead, lime in the juicer, and there we go. Squeeze of lime. There we go. You could add more things, fill it up to the top. If you're looking for something that maybe is a little bit sparkly, you could certainly add any flavored or unflavored bubbly water to it. And then you get sort of, almost a mimosa effect, but in the non-alcoholic variety. Can't forget our umbrella so that we're festive. All right. So here's our drink. All right, so we are going to try our passion fruit breeze, garnished with our fruit, cherry on top for the cherry festival that's happening this week. You could make this pretty in a variety of ways if you wanted to add fruit to the drink. We did add some frozen passion fruit pulp to the other one, and it looks really great and very tasty. So let's go ahead and give that a try. I'm trying not to poke myself in the face with all of the garnishes. That's very tasty. It is a great splash of summertime, really, with all of the fresh juices. Very, very refreshing, and I think that would be great for any hot day. Of course, it's much prettier with the garnishes in, so we'll put those back. everybody, it's Melissa, and I'm coming to you again from home and bringing to you our cocktail for this week. So we are in week 3 of summer reading, and the theme was animal helpers, and sometimes the animals help us and sometimes we're helping the animals. So the drink for today is a Dian Fossey navel. So we are celebrating Dian Fossey with all of her work with the gorillas and primates, and this recipe is coming from this book here, Women's Libation, celebrating every woman's right to drink. So the Dian Fossey navel is coming from that book in the library's collection, so please feel free to check it out. So we are going to be building the drink in our shaker. I am going to go ahead and drop an ice cube in there just so we can get some chill going on. And then we are doing a shot of vodka. So shout out to my favorite vodka, Boyd and Blair, Etna, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, we cannot get it shipped to Michigan. So when I go back home, I usually try to bring some back with me. All right, so I promise I'm not getting paid for that. It's not a paid commercial for my favorite vodka. All right, and then we are going to be doing basically half a shot of the peach schnapps. And of course, this is to taste. Anybody else out there drink a few too many fuzzy navels in college and peach schnapps is a thing that you haven't had in a really long time? Nobody, just me? Okay. And then we are doing an ounce of orange juice. So almost a full shot on that, not quite. And then we have 2 dashes of the aromatic bitters. Okay, so I've got a couple drops in there and a couple drops all over the counter because that did not go in exactly the way I thought it would. And then we have a bar spoon of pomegranate molasses. And so this is a syrup that I made myself. So it's pomegranate juice, a dash of balsamic vinegar, and some sugar, and boil that until it is thickened and is syrupy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a spoonful of that in. You'll notice I don't really have a bar spoon, so I'm just using a spoon that I have. And all right, that's everything. So I'm gonna give that a bit of a shake. All right, closed pretty well that time, didn't get too much all over me. I'm not a professional bartender. And then we strain that over ice. You can see the pomegranate gives it a different color from what we're used to with our typical fuzzy navels being orange, but it's pretty. Sweet. It's a fuzzy navel. Oh, I forgot my garnish. Garnishing with a peach. You could garnish with an orange, either way. But we'll do a peach since that's what I happen to have around the house. It's a fuzzy navel. You, again, probably remember them from college. Back in the day, in your early drinking years, this would have been probably a good thing. It's a little sweet for me, but it's not bad. The pomegranate molasses definitely does give it a good depth of flavor that you don't get from a normal fuzzy navel. So anyway, that's our drink for this week, the Dian Fossey navel, and we'll see you next week for our next happy hour with Heather and Melissa. Remember to log those minutes for summer reading, and we're going to keep going for a couple more weeks. All right, thanks folks. We'll see you next week. Bye.